What if I told you there is a place on Earth where gravity behaves strangely, where water refuses to spin, where your shadow can disappear, and where a mountain stands closer to the moon than Mount Everest itself? This place is not science fiction. It exists right here on Earth. Welcome to Ecuador, one of the most mysterious countries in the world. Today, we are going to explore the strange physics, hidden wonders, ancient legends, and unbelievable landscapes of the country closest to the moon. So stay with us until the end, because this journey only gets stranger. And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications for more incredible mysteries from around the world. Ecuador is a beautiful country located in South America. It is filled with volcanoes, jungles, islands, mountains, and breathtaking landscapes. But Ecuador is famous for something even more unusual. The country is named after the equator, the invisible line that divides Earth into the northern and southern hemispheres. In fact, the word Ecuador literally means equator in Spanish. And because this country sits directly on that line, strange things appear to happen here. Tourists visiting Ecuador often try a strange challenge. They attempt to walk perfectly straight along the equator line. But surprisingly, many people lose balance and fall to one side. Some locals claim that gravity behaves differently here. Others believe it is simply because the human brain struggles with balance near the center of Earth's rotation. Whatever the reason may be, the experience feels incredibly strange.
One of the most famous demonstrations in Ecuador involves water. Normally, when water drains from a sink or basin, it spins in a circular direction. But near the equator, guides often show visitors something unusual. Water appears to flow straight downward without spinning. Many people believe this happens because the Coriolis effect becomes weaker at the equator, although scientists debate how dramatic the effect truly is on such a small scale. The demonstration continues to amaze tourists from around the world. And there's another strange phenomenon. At certain moments of the year, especially during midday, objects near the equator can cast almost no visible shadow. The sun shines nearly directly overhead. For a brief moment, your shadow almost disappears. Imagine standing under the sky with no shadow beneath you. It feels almost unreal. Now comes the most unbelievable part of Ecuador. Hidden inside this country stands a giant volcano called Mount Chimborazo. At first glance, it may look like just another snowy mountain, but this mountain holds an incredible secret. Although Mount Everest is the tallest mountain above sea level, Mount Chimborazo is actually the closest point on Earth to outer space. Yes, closer than Everest. How is that possible? The answer lies in the shape of our planet. Earth is not a perfect sphere. Because of its rotation, the planet bulges outward near the equator. This means land near the equator is naturally farther from Earth's center. Since Chimborazo sits almost directly on the equator, its summit is pushed farther into space. As a result, the peak of Chimborazo is the closest place on Earth to the moon and the stars. Standing on that mountain means you are farther from Earth's core than anyone standing on Mount Everest. It is one of the greatest geographical mysteries of our planet.
Mount Chimborazo rises over 6,200 meters into the sky. The volcano has been dormant for nearly 1,500 years. For centuries, it has silently watched civilizations rise and disappear. The mountain is covered in snow and ice, creating a breathtaking view against Ecuador's blue skies. But this place is more than just beautiful. To the indigenous people of Ecuador, Chimborazo is sacred. Ancient legends describe the mountain as a powerful spiritual being. Many local communities believe the mountain protects people and provides life to the land around it. Even today, traditional songs, festivals, and stories continue to honor the spirit of Chimborazo. For generations, the mountain has remained a symbol of strength, mystery, and survival. But climbing Mount Chimborazo is not easy. The higher you climb, the thinner the air becomes. Oxygen levels drop dramatically. Many climbers experience dizziness, exhaustion, and breathing difficulties. The sunlight at high altitude is also extremely intense. Without protection, climbers can suffer severe sunburns within hours. Even electronic devices struggle in the harsh environment. Batteries lose power quickly in freezing temperatures and low oxygen conditions. But for those who finally reach the summit, the reward is unforgettable. From the top of Chimborazo, you can see the curve of the earth stretching across the horizon. Above you shines a sky filled with stars. For a moment, it truly feels like standing between Earth and space itself.
But Ecuador's wonders do not end with mountains. Far out in the Pacific Ocean lies another extraordinary place, the Galápagos Islands. These islands are among the most isolated ecosystems on Earth. The journey by boat can take several days, but once visitors arrive, they enter a world unlike any other. The Galápagos Islands are home to thousands of unique species found nowhere else on Earth. Giant tortoises slowly walk across volcanic landscapes. Marine iguanas swim through the ocean. Penguins live near the equator. Sea lions rest peacefully on the beaches. This incredible biodiversity helped inspire Charles Darwin's famous theory of evolution. Because of its natural importance, the Galápagos became one of the first UNESCO World Heritage Sites in history. The people living in Ecuador can be just as fascinating as the landscapes themselves. One inspiring story comes from a man who transformed his life completely. After years of addiction and hardship, he decided to change everything at the age of 52. He began exercising, running long distances, and focusing on healthy living. Eventually, he built his dream home in the Galápagos Islands. But what made him truly famous was his environmental artwork. He collected millions of discarded cigarette butts from the streets and turned them into beautiful art pieces. His work became a symbol of environmental awareness and personal transformation. Another remarkable woman lives almost entirely without creating waste. She collects rainwater, produces her own salt from seawater, and avoids modern pollution as much as possible. In 3 years, the total trash she created could fit into a tiny container. Her lifestyle proves that humans can live in harmony with nature if they truly choose to. Ecuador is more than just a country. It is a place where science, nature, history, and mystery collide. A land where mountains touch space, where shadows disappear, where ancient volcanoes guard forgotten legends, and where rare animals survive in isolation. It reminds us that Earth still holds places capable of surprising even modern science, and perhaps that is the true magic of Ecuador, not simply being close to the moon, but showing us how mysterious our own planet truly is. So, would you ever visit Ecuador? Would you stand on the equator line, climb the mountain closest to space, or explore the legendary Galápagos Islands? Tell us your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this journey, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with someone who loves mysteries and science. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next episode.